Gerald Stewart, we have Dr. John Bieland here. Guest of Joe Danishevsky, we have Ryan Stays. Guest of Mark Urban, we have Sheila Farhane. Guest of Gary Wilson, we have Tamara Wilson. And guest of Leo Lidsky, we have Nancy Stockton. Welcome, and also hello to all of you who are tuning in virtually today. We're glad to have you with us. Introducing our programmer today, we have member Vic Jacobs. She's been with her. She's been in our club since April of 2003. She is with Tier and PT Real Estate downtown. She's a U of A grad. Come on up, Vic.
Good morning, everyone. So today, our speaker was the editor of the Phoenix Smooth magazine for over 8 years. He has worked on several newspapers, radio stations around the country, and he was the speechwriter at the U.S. Department of Justice in Washington, D.C. at one time. Since April of 2007, he has been the editor of the Arizona Highway magazine. He is also a professor and a board member at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at ASU. He also has a master's degree from that same school. Arizona's very own Robert Stieve, your speaker today. Take care.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. Ready. Hang on a second. I'm going to try to share my screen here. This works. I'm getting close, I think. All right. Hello, Tucson. This is a privilege to be here. I actually wish I were in person with you guys down there. I have a lot of wonderful friends down in Tucson, and of course I love your mountain and all the surrounding area down there. My name is Rob. I didn't hear the introduction, but I'm guessing you might know who I am. I'm the editor of Arizona Highway magazine, and I've been in this role for, I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. I don't think it was a job, so I'm not counting down the retirement. For this year, I will play, I believe, the 9th editor in our long history, which I'm going to talk a little bit about today. I'm going to start my timer to make sure I don't go too long and have Jeff the red light come back again. We're 97 years, we're in our 97th year, we just turned 96, so as I mentioned, I'm only the 9th editor. I had one guy, Raymond Carlson, who you can see here a little bit. We kind of threw the curve. He was here for 33 years. Anyway, I'm guessing some of you may be familiar with Arizona Highways. Our mission is to promote travel around the state. That means, getting the locals up off the couch and out exploring, but also means attracting people from other parts of the world, other parts of the country to come here. And something we've been doing for quite a while. Our story essentially begins back in April of 1925. You're looking at our first cover there. As you can see, we've come a long way. We did some travel stuff back in those days, but it started out as a trade journal, actually. And the distinction between a trade journal and a consumer magazine is pretty simple. If the Rotary Club hypothetically has some magazine that they put out for Rotarians, there's going to be a lot of jargon in there and things, insider stuff that Rotarians understand, the rest of the world may not. consumer magazine, as the name implies, is for a broader audience. Arizona Highway started out as a trade magazine in April 1925. If you think about our state back in that era, there weren't a lot of roads. And so this was a magazine really geared toward road engineers. And we're still today part of the Arizona Department of Transportation. It's a weird little company that we occupy within their enormous collection of engineers and other people way smarter than we are. But this is the first cover. This is actually the White Spar Road way up to Preston. You go from Wickenburg. Here's a picture of what it looked like in your house when they came out. And at some point, several years ago, we put up a current photo. We actually found the road that was not dirt anymore, but you can see things relatively in memory. I mentioned that it was a magazine for road engineers. Inside, there were all kinds of, ads for road graders and culverts. And, I don't know how big the screen is there that they're looking at, but, on the left side there, it shows projects under construction in Arizona. We'll report on, plank roads and feasible to use and stuff like that. Yeah, admittedly, it was pretty dreadful stuff. Few travel stories mixed in. There's some really great old photos in there, things that, show the way things used to look. But the magazine lived like that for a while. We slowly started to add some color. This is our first color photograph in July 1937. It was a painting that we got from the Santa Fe Railway. I think it was hanging in one of the lodges, maybe at the bar or something, but we turned it into a cover. And it was sort of the start of what we were to become. What really changed things were these two gentlemen. Raymond Carlson on the left, native of Globe, Arizona. He is the editor of Heritage. He was the genius who really saw this magazine in the state as an opportunity to, show the world how beautiful Arizona really is and all the interesting history and the culture and all the other things that go along with our state. I was right to George Avey, who was his right-hand man, the art director, and these two guys really turned Arizona highways into what it was. It took a little bit to squeeze some of the road graders out of the magazine, but eventually they did. And one of the things, that one of my favorite things about history and archive is this great map that George did in 1939. And you may have seen it around. We actually reproduced it for our 90th anniversary several years ago. But we still see them. You're up in Huntington at a lodge of the White Mountains, and they have a name framed up their original one from 1939. Actually, it took me about 10 years to find it. I think I was here for 14 years, by the way. Sort of doing the math as I go along. Not a math house. It's in that ballpark. But anyway, it took me a long time. I actually finally found, so this was a map, a poster that was embedded into the issue of the magazine from 1939. And, I would find little copies of that particular issue, but the map was never in there. Until I think it was a woman down in Tucson who actually had one that had the map in it. So I was able to get hold of the original. Just some of the quirky, teaching stuff that we did, trying to add some color and interest in the magazine. Again, we had, more than a decade of road graders to sort of erase. And we started picking it up a little bit with our covers as well. In 1940, we sort of, the magazine really became known for what they called the Christmas issue for many years. And this is a photograph by Esther Henderson, who was a legendary photographer. By the way, she's from Tucson. I'm not throwing a bunch of Tucson stuff here just to beat you folks. But Esther, amazingly talented woman, great photographer. The first photograph that Arizona Highway was purchased was Esther Henderson. It wasn't this one, but this was Esther's cover. kicked off a long tradition of really doing, we think, are some pretty special holiday covers in December. Early on, again, trying to move away from sort of that dry, old look that the magazine had, we started bringing in some new photographers. And if you think about what the art form was like back in the late 30s, early 40s, there weren't a lot of people making photographs. It was very costly, the equipment was big, it was bulky, and of course everything was film, which was very expensive. They didn't process it, which made it even more expensive. And then, on top of that, you had some pretty rugged roads in Arizona. There were, all the beautiful places, it takes some doing to get to them. So, you can change in a lot of flat tires trying to get to some of the places. She's a photograph investor, so, I mentioned her. She was one of our early legends in our history. And the gentleman next to her is Chuck Adams, who's also a legendary photographer in our history. Chuck and Esther, both from Tucson, of course, lived there a long time, but they moved up to Northern California. But just a couple of folks that made a lot of photographs in the magazine. Gil was another one of our really intrepid photographers. He actually came here from Germany, and he's actually the guy that ultimately, indirectly, got John Wayne up to Miami Valley. The folks who had the lodge up there were trying to bring Hollywood to Miami Valley to create movies up there, and they used a bunch of our photographs by jumping there was a direct John Ford, actually, and they went to John Ford's office and showed a lot of Joe's photographs of Miami Valley, and the rest of the history. But Joe shot for us for a long time. His son David Inch is arguably the most legendary of all of our photographers. David still shoots for us. His first cover, I think, was in 1954. He was, I think, 17 years old. And we have some of David's photographs in our July issue, which is about to leave our shop and head to the printer. Another early photographer was Gary Goldwater, who some of you might recognize the name. Was the shot of Barry up on your mountain there back in 1925, the same year the magazine was born. Barry met Mr. Carlson at an opening for the A1 Brewing Company, which was a brewer, a local brewery that was based here in Arizona. And they had a great opening somewhere in Phoenix, and Mr. Carlson was there, and Mr. Goldwater was there as well, and they struck up a conversation, and the story was for him that Barry, he had some photographs of the coal mine canyon, as a matter of fact, knew. This is the very first image that we published with Barry Goldwater. He went on, we published thousands, I think we counted them with, 400 or so images that we published over time. We had a lot of, photographers that we were able to tap into early on, but again, as I mentioned, photography wasn't prolific like now, where you had an iPhone, and there weren't a million photographs of any given landmark. So we actually mixed in a lot of artwork and artists as well, and there's a whole list of great artists that were featured in the magazine, including Mayor Dixon, who, if you're familiar with Mr. Dixon, that he had a winter home down in Tucson. Spent a lot of time down there toward the end of his life, and was a remarkable painter. We did an issue about Mayor Dixon last year. He's really one of the artists that all the modern artists look to when you talk about painting. That's a little bit at the other end of the spectrum from Mayor Dixon. The guy I'm sure all of you know was Teddy Rothia. He was actually discovered by Raymond Carlson's wife. I don't know exactly where, but she convinced Raymond Carlson to put some of Mr. DeGrazi's artwork in the magazine. And the rest is sort of history. Arizona Highway literally put him on the And he and Raymond remained great friends throughout their lives. They died just about a year apart from each other. But there are some wild stories about those two guys. There was a story after we did a DeGrazia issue a couple of years ago, and people came out of the blue were telling me all these stories about Ted DeGrazia. And one story was from this guy whose friend owned a car dealership. Apparently, DeGrazia showed up there to the highways one day in some beat-up old pickup truck and picked Raymond up, and 3 days later he dropped him off in some kind of convertible sports car or something. But they'd gone to a dealership in Tucson, and this guy happened to be there when I wrote the letter, so it was the first-hand story. And Ted went in, and they saw him pull up in this old beater vehicle, whatever it was, and all the salespeople there were like, you take it. They didn't know who was driving. And so they sent this kid out that wrote to me, and Ted ended up buying 3 cars. He bought a new pickup truck, he bought a sports car, and he bought a station wagon or something else like that. And then when it came time to pay, he just went out to the car and pulled out a bag of cash. Anyway, lots of great wild stories. Ted was a prolific artist, and again, I wish I could have the interaction with you. I'm sure you're nodding your heads, but known around the world, and of course, you still visit the gallery down there. It's one of the places that they want to point the pride of Tucson. And his style ranged all over the place. Watching my clock, I got it in the 20-minute mark. And then, around after the war, actually, both Raymond and Carlson volunteered to fight in the war. George Avey volunteered, but didn't qualify for some physical reason or something, but he volunteered working at some factory or something out here to make parts for the war. So both of those guys stepped away from the magazine. When they came back in 1946, a guy named Nick Adams started showing up in the magazine, and I could do a whole hour or more talking about our relationship with Nick Adams. He and Raymond Carlson were very good friends, and so we'd stop by often and bring images down. At one point, we bought, I think it was 150 original mounted photographs from Nick Adams for $10 a piece, which we still own. We've given them to the Center for Creative Photography down in Tucson. That's of course, in a beer there. This was actually the very first photograph of his that was published in the magazine. If you're thinking it was unlike a lot of the typical Adams things you've seen before, it's true. He did shoot color. I mean, he preferred black and white. He became famous for his black and white photography, but he loved shooting in color as well. And Arizona highways was a forum for him. So, I think he sort of, this was early on before he was, before he was able to Adams. I think he'd run out and show up the magazine and offer his wares. And of course, we were more than happy to purchase those beautiful photographs. Also in 1946, our magazine made history. Up until this point, December 1946, magazines, this includes Life and National Geographic, everybody, we do sections in colors. You might have, most of the magazines would be black and white, and maybe 24 pages that might be color. Arizona Highways became the first consumer magazine in the world to publish an issue in all color from cover to cover. And this is the image, this is the cover from that issue. Raymond was talking to Barry Goldwater and told him, why don't I get this? He's like, they were talking in January of 1946. And Raymond said, hey, I'd love to get a shot of some Navajo children up in the snow on the Navajo Nation. next morning we woke up and there was a bunch of snow on the ground. So we actually walked several miles down the road with all this equipment and had to talk to Stieve, which is obviously a remarkable scene. One of our favorite covers. I'm going to have to pick it up here a little bit. Ray Manley, if some of you, have been in Tucson a long time, you certainly know about Ray Manley. He was a world-renowned photographer, but also kind of got it started here in Ohio. Did all kinds of different things. Certainly, if we were to have, I never want to pick the names for Mount Rushmore, but Ray Manley is certainly certainly in the Hall of Fame for sure. Always like the shot of his stand here. He actually did mostly cowboy stuff. Did some really cool things. Alan Reed, another photographer who did a lot of interesting things for us. This is one of our most requested images. It was staged, in the interest of full disclosure, but he still managed to get that young woman to sit still in both of those courses. Randy Carlson, who, as I mentioned, was good friends with people like Barry Goldwater and Angela Adams, who was also very good friends with comedian Frank Lloyd Wright. And at one point, Frank Lloyd Wright found out that Raymond was basically living in an apartment. And paraphrasing, but he said that didn't measure up to the stature of the editor of Arizona Highway, so he agreed to build Raymond a house for free. I think the joke that the stature of the editor has dropped up precipitously since this house was built. I had the privilege of going in there last fall. It's a great little house. There's a studio or an office up on the top floor. Raymond is on the train. He was a beautiful writer, but anyway, that's Raymond Carlson's house. If you Google it, it's on the stock for people who are making around Frank Lloyd Wright building. Around the same time Frank built that house for Raymond, we moved into our old headquarters. Where we're still at, this was the mid-50s. Which has a few trees there in the grass now. But that's where we do things pre-COVID. COVID hit, most like that is the work from home. I'm doing now. And it feels like hoping to get back there soon. I mentioned George Agee, Raymond Carlson, the guy on the right, Jim Stevens was kind of a business manager, but he was the equivalent of what we call a publisher today. It was Jim Stevens who really, exploded our circulation around the world. We have subscribers in all 50 states, more than 120 countries around the world. Kind of like the Rotary Club, Rotary around the world. But he, turned the December issue into a thing, and almost half and the subscription. When we had, I think, over 650,000 subscribers around the world. We currently have 120,000 subscribers, and I'm pleased to say that our subscription numbers have gone up each of the last couple of years. I see I'm already in 20 minutes, so I'm going to fly through these things, but just looking at some of the old covers from, what I think of as the golden era of the magazine in the late 40s up to the early 60s, and you can see, we didn't use any type, the logos changed. We changed logos a lot. I think Coke has never changed this logo. We took the opposite approach. Although, as you see now, they were all the same when we're flipping through here. There's a different one. And that's probably a Ray Manley cover or an Esther Henderson. It's one of the two. It's down in Tucson. I threw this in because it is your town. From our 1958 February issue. There's Ted McGraw again. The Grand Canyon. We put the Grand Canyon in every issue. Most of our subscribers will get bored with that. Real quick, our turquoise issue is sort of interesting, the timing of it. With all this, this chatter about gas shortage and people rationing, in the early 1970s, maybe some of you remember the oil embargo, which was politically based, but it affected all of us because we couldn't get gas. And if you could find behind it, it was expensive. So travel changed, we're travel bags, essentially. And so the man who succeeded Randy Carlson after 33 years of managing Joe State, he had this brilliant idea to start showcasing native art. And Arizona Highways really helped put that market on the map for folks. And this was an issue just focused on turquoise. We had to go back to the printer 3 times on this. Demand was so incredibly high, we printed over 1 million copies of this particular issue. Sold in printed, but hugely successful. We went on to do some other covers, or things about pottery and different films. Of course, we're known for our photography, and we're an embarrassment of riches, and we try to put together an issue every month. We have so many beautiful photographs to look through. We still, as I mentioned, people like David Means still use some of the great names in our archive. And we're also having the opportunity to use so many new young photographers. Where that helps us out is to have good needs. The best places in Arizona you can't really get to on a day like that. Strap a backpack on down in Tucson, of course, I'm sure we recognize them. Petrified forest. So, a lot of these young photographers, men and women, are getting back to places and bringing back photographs that, we haven't seen. They're also putting a fresh spin on some of the old stuff that we've seen. Of course, the Grand Canyon, so hard to shoot that, but it was some very talented people. Our mission, hasn't really changed. I mean, we still do a lot of the same things that Raymond and George did. It's a little tricky as editor when you're trying to appeal to both what we call armchair travelers, people who live in Poughkeepsie and Edinburgh, Scotland, and then, people in Tucson or Green Valley or Flagstaff. So, you have to make a magazine that's appealing to both of those demographics. That makes it tricky. Because people that live here want to get off the couch and they want to go get a splash of nature and go see the White Mountain. This is our new issue, our June issue, which your subscribers should see that pretty soon here. Real quickly, we still do books. A lot of books is a big part of our business. All different shapes and sizes. We make puzzles. Our puzzle market exploded in COVID. We couldn't keep puzzles in stock and take them out and produce them, and calendars. And then we moved out even the recipient of the calendar, a given one. We're grateful for that. It's a huge part of our business. No charge, posters, keychains, all kinds of stuff that we do. Social media, if any of you are on Instagram, we're up to, I think I have 155,000 followers. We actually have more followers on Instagram than subscribers. And of course, we're on Facebook and Twitter and all of those things. Real quickly, this is something that you may have seen driving around Arizona. And it's our license plate, which, at the risk of sounding melodramatic, is really the reason we're still in business. And you can see specialty plates around, and many of you probably have them, whether it's with the U of A or ASU. Can I say those two schools are the same? And so the way these things work, the consumer pays an extra $25 to get a license plate, and then the nonprofit that it's associated with, it's a percentage that we get $18 out of every $25 that you guys spend. And we really do operate as a nonprofit. We're not technically a 501c3, but we don't have a huge profit model. Our goal is just to basically, put together healthy products and promote travel around the state. We're similar to the Rotary Club in the sense that, we're trying to support businesses and help them do the good things that they do on any given day. And of course, with COVID, so many businesses out there really struggled, and we're happy to hear from some of the folks who did feature in the magazine that, give them a little bump. Every so often, it's usually through university, a student study of the value of Arizona highways, and Arizona highways contributes both jobs and direct revenue to the state economy, upwards of $100 million a year, of course, in a normal year, not in a COVID year. So we do a story, about the sausage shop in Tucson, and 25 people read that, and go to the sausage shop and spend between them $500, multiply that by X, and Arizona highways promotes a very high rate, which comes at no cost to taxpayers, by the way. Arizona highways is not, we're not appropriated. A lot of people don't even know we're owned by the state. Fewer know that we're in ADOT, and even fewer know that we're not funded. We're self-funded. We operate out of something called an enterprise fund, which basically is our checkbook. We put money in and we spend it in order to run a healthy business. So, which has its obvious benefit. We've been a victim, however, in hard times. The state comes and sweeps money out over a 10-year stretch where the state took $12 million from us. So for those of you who are subscribers or have that license plate, on behalf of everyone at Arizona Highways, I say thank you, because unlike most magazines that are funded by advertising, we have only 2 pages in the magazine, and the rest of our revenue comes from subscription, license plates, people who buy books and posters and all those things. So we're grateful to all of you who support the magazine in that way, and just for spreading the word. There's no other magazine, no other state has a magazine like ours. Vermont had one that was amazing and reputable, and it went out of business several years ago. New Mexico's got a really lovely magazine that's actually a couple years older than ours. But they've all had different forms and formats over the years. Arizona Highways, once Raymond came in and pushed the bulldozers out of the way, the road graders, magazine has essentially stayed the same. We've been adjusting to keep the water levels the way it is. And photography has certainly gotten better. The purists don't like to hear that, but it is better. And again, we're seeing different places we've never seen before. So I know I was supposed to open it up for questions. I don't know how you guys are going to handle that, but if there are questions, I'm more than happy to.
Maybe one question. Come up to the front here. Stand in front of the camera.
Thank you, Robert, for your presentation. I heard a story many years ago that in 1976, the bicentennial year, that Arizona Highways April edition did a salute to the 50 states. And while the narrative about each state was accurate. Can you hear me now?
Well, maybe it's in the chat. So, Jack, maybe there's something there. There is one question. All right. In 1976, an April issue, we did a salute to the 50 states. Yeah, we did actually have done that twice in our era. It happened, I believe it was 96, but it happened again, I think, in the 90s. If you guys can still hear me. Yeah, we still get requests for that. We've actually considered doing it again, for those who aren't familiar with it. And this is the beauty of Arizona. We found a landscape, a top photograph of some place in Arizona that was very much like every one of the other 50 states. So we found a place that looked like Kansas. We even found a place that looked like Hawaii. And so we had a remarkable issue, and that was a lot of work, I'm sure, to put that thing together. I just can't even imagine what that took, but it's something that we have given some thought to doing again. So, good question.
We're going to go ahead and wrap up. Chris, if you appreciate him presenting today. I mean, the Arizona Highways Magazine is truly a treasure of our state. I don't know about you guys, but I follow their picture of the day on Instagram, and it's one of my favorite posts. We have a tradition in our club in which we like to have our keynote speakers sign a book that we donate to our Make Way for Books library, and today's book is Arizona Highways, the Wildlife Guide. Very appropriate book for Robert to sign. Hopefully, when things get a little bit more, well, we're getting more normal every day, but hopefully in the future he'll be able to come and present in person. All right, so moving on to birthdays, you guys. We have two celebrating today, and do you know what I thought was so sweet? Our server came up and serenaded our birthday girls. All by herself. It was a solo. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was really sweet. The first birthday celebration is for a new member. She joined our club this past March. She was born in St. Paul, Minnesota, but she later grew up in Scottsdale. She's a graduate of NAU, go Jacks. She's the executive director for the Arizona Bowl. Kim is actually one of only 3 women executive directors for college bowl games in the country. She is a proud mother to 2. And after she graduated from NAU, she backpacked solo in Europe. In her spare time, she enjoys hiking, long car rides. Well, you know, and cribbage. One thing that's interesting, I personally enjoy going to concerts. Love some good concerts. Well, I want her to come to the next concerts I go to because she sneaks in backstage. She like crashes the party, and she's actually in her antics. She's met Heidi Klum, Ryan Seacrest, and David Spade. Come on up here, Kim.
Thank you. First of all, I am a new member, just joined in March, although I've been to many of these Rotary meetings, both as a speaker and as a guest of my sponsor, Mark Urban. And I'd like to also thank my mentor, Jim Wood, who must have forgotten it was my birthday because I don't see him here. He's the best, though. The long car rides, that's because I have a 15-year-old daughter, and it's the only way I can get her time to talk to her mother. So I live at the base of Mount Lemmon off of Catalina Highway, so within 40 minutes we zip up to the top, and then we zip down and listen to Harry Styles and Ariana Grande the entire time, which are my favorite musicians. But it's a good time for us to capture some time together. Happy to be celebrating as Kate in the back notified me, my 16th anniversary of my 29th birthday. And very grateful to be a part of the club. It's like, I know a lot of you already before I joined, and now I'm getting to know a lot more of you, so I'm so grateful to be a part of the club, and thank you for your birthday wishes.
The next birthday we're celebrating has been a member of our club since 2012, but before then she was actually a member from September of 2003 to March of 2009, so she's been with us for a while. She is a retired CPA from Beach Fleshman, born and raised in Dayton, Ohio. She graduated summa cum laude from Cleveland State University at the age of 36. Jo is a founding shareholder at Beach Fleshman CPAs and feels one of her greatest achievements is that she was mentoring other women to be shareholders at Beach Fleshman. She's also tremendously proud of her 4 children who follow in her footsteps of giving and giving back to their community. She loves to golf, travel, socialize, and just spend time outdoors like we all do, right? Beautiful state to do that in. She's a board member of the Rotary Club of Tucson. She's very involved in the Legacy Giving Program. One thing you may not know about Jo, and I have to say I've never heard anybody call you by this nickname. but she was baptized as Jo Bernadette de Chatelet, and her sisters called her Bertie. Yeah. And pre-COVID, Jo actually would take her dog, I can't remember her dog's name, to home care visits for pet therapy. So, come on up here, Bernie.
I could tag on to what she said about names. I had the privilege of going through parochial school, and the nuns would not believe that my name was Jo Bernadette. They wanted me to be Josephine, but anyway, I changed to Jo in high school, and it was very confusing for people when they hear me called Bernie. I want to thank my sponsor, second time around, Charlotte Ferris, who kind of dragged me back into the club, but I'm thrilled to be here. I will be celebrating this year my first birthday without my birthday sister. She was 4 years old when I was born, and somehow my mom convinced her that I was her birthday present. She's always been good. Always been good. She passed away very quickly, unexpectedly in July, and I miss her every day. But anyway, one thing Mark taught me to do was to wear a splash of red. So I'm wearing a red necklace and red earrings in her honor. I have a lot to be grateful for. I have excellent health. When I saw my doctor, she put smiley faces on my blood test results. I can't believe your age. I can't believe your age. I looked at the chart. Thank you. And I'm also very grateful. My son was diagnosed with cancer, multiple myeloma, which there's no cure for currently. Is still fighting it after 40 years, and he's determined he's going to make it 4 more until his youngest daughter graduates from high school. So, anyway, switching gears, I'm putting on my Legacy Society hat for the Rotary Foundation. Next week, we are honoring Don and Mary Ruth Shropshire. No, next week we're inducting Don and Mary Ruth Shropshire into the Rotary Club of Tucson Foundation Legacy Society. After the second one of them died, which was Mary Ruth, they contributed to our scholarship endowment $94,000 from the trust they had set up. Their daughter, Melanie David, will be here, and their son is either going to watch from another state on when we're live, or he's going to watch the recording. So, we're asking everyone to wear a bow tie. And Don Shropshire's honor, if you happen to have the privilege of knowing Don, his signature was a bow tie. Mark Irwin is bringing all the bow ties he has so people can put them on. And I have these cute little ties from when I was with Pete Marvin in Cleveland, Ohio. Believe it or not, the women had to wear suits and bow ties, and I have at least 17 that I'll be working with. Charlotte's volunteered to tie it. I am sorry for going over my time, but want to squeeze it all in. I have a check for $500 just for support. Jen's bus ride is her election and helps me complete another year of my Paul Harris. And I have a check for the Rotary Club of Tucson for a scholarship in town.
Now we have an exciting time, introduction of a new member, Joe Danishevsky. He's been a member of 2018, graduate of Woodward College, retired from the Boy Scouts of America, and a new member. Addie.
Thanks, President Jen. And good afternoon to everyone. I am so proud to be able to present to you Abby Nigby. She was born in Togo, Africa, and grew up in the western part of Africa in the Ivory Coast. She is the youngest of 7 girls in the family. She put herself through college and earned her associate degree in finance from the Ivory Coast. In 2000, Abby was the first of her family to move into the United States of America. She worked with Ways Women Lead in New York City, a non-governmental organization, and she also pursued her bachelor degree in economics. She continued graduate studies in human resource management at Phoenix University. She is a mother of two. Her son, Vessel Day, will graduate from Connecticut College on May 20th of this year. And her daughter, Darshan, started Quinnipiac University this year, where she is working towards her law degree. Abby loves hiking, yoga, and meditation. She donates 15 hours a week to help women and girls in developing countries to find their voice. She feels good whenever she has an opportunity to serve. Service above self brought Abby to Rotary. And Abby stated that the Rotary Club of Tucson has the best ambiance. Let's give a warm welcome to Tucson Rotarian Abby Nagy.
Okay, you're up, Gary.
We have a raffle. Very exciting, our King of Clubs game. And we brought in $220 today in this raffle. So 55 of that goes to the person that's going to win this right here. You want to draw a ticket for us, son? Thank you, Bruce. Show it to me. It's upside down. 680011. This guy. All right, Mom. That's good. So we got $55 there, and then the next part of this game, the King of Clubs. So did I tell you guys that every time we draw one of these, that card does not go back into the stack? So our odds get better every week. Let's see if Marianne can pull the King of Clubs. So $963, somewhere close to that. Shopping, she says. Let's shuffle them up. Shuffle them up. Let's build a little energy here. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Here we go. It's the two of clubs. Oh, it's not. All right. What do we got? I think you're up next.
Okay, so Bob Logan, please report to the podium. By the time he makes it up here, if you guys would please turn off the microphone. I'm just kidding. So, you guys, when you're president, they document your year. So right here, here's your Reign of Terror book. You can read nighttime stories to Judy. And your dog, as your dog is healing. It's all Tucson for this year.
We get to talk now?
No. Okay.
I think we have Jeannie Flower next.
She's not here, but I'm going to step in.
All right.
Is a poor substitute. But there is a replacement mixer the 26th, at Brother John's Beer and Bourbon and Barbecue. Wear your blue. Yeah, so you need to register for that. You can do that on the club runner. And it's going to to be a good time. So we hope that you guys get registered as soon as possible once the cutoff.
All right, then Ellie and Ernie up.
The 26th at Brother Jones at the old Wildcat House. Come on, some of you guys had a little dance party there once.
Come on up. Ellie and Ernie. Ellie and Ernie. It's a nice name, nice. What is that? One of the two letters of the alliteration. Alliteration. Whatever.
Our fellow Rotarian, past District Governor and Polio Plus champion Ernie Montine is receiving the Regional Service Award for a Polio-Free World presented by the trustees of the Rotary Foundation for his efforts in promoting polio eradication. Ernie has made outstanding contributions to Rotary's polio eradication effort for years. Since 2010, he was a driving force behind District 5500's Ride to End Polio, which has successfully raised more than $60 million to date, and this includes the Gates Foundation match. As District Governor in 2010, his passion for polio eradication led him to elevate the Ride from a small club to a district level, setting the stage for the Ride to become the worldwide effort it is now. 100 or more Rotarians from around the world come and ride each year, making the Ride to End Polio one of the most successful polio fundraisers ever. At the outset, he created and distributed a comprehensive fundraising package to help each rider increase his or her ability to effectively raise funds in support of his or her ride. Recognizing that many cyclists cannot travel to Tucson, Arizona to participate in the ride, Ernie expanded the effort to include the indoor Ride to End Polio, taking place at homes or gyms around the world. The indoor ride provides an opportunity for fun, fitness, fellowship, and fundraising to 200 or more riders, greatly increasing the impact of the event and providing opportunities for raising polio awareness in dozens of communities outside of Tucson. To encourage clubs and districts to form teams on the indoor ride, Ernie tirelessly promoted the ride at regional events and at multiple international conventions, leading to the formation of dozens of clubs and district teams. The Ride to End Polio at the convention, and I've been to Ernie's booth many a time, at the international conventions organized by Ernie, has become a go-to stop and also a popular hangout for polio warriors and supporters, a place to learn about the ride and its place in the polio eradication efforts, and a key tool for gaining more riders and thus more funding for Polio Plus. Another method to encourage fundraising is the recognition of riders and teams who raise the most money. Ernie was instrumental in the creation of the Michael J. Harris Trophy, named after Rotarian Mike Harris, who organized our very first ride. Mike is the late husband of our own Charlotte Harris. This unique trophy is maintained at RI headquarters in Evanston, Illinois, and includes the names of the top fundraisers in each year. Ernie is proud that his name appears on the trophy for 2010. Ernie has ridden in the Ride to End Polio every year, actively raising funds from Rotarians and non-Rotarians around the world. Recognizing the fundraising potential of Rotary leaders, Ernie has encouraged many of them to ride. Our Rotary International General Secretary, John Hugo, was first invited by Ernie, and he rode in 2012, and he still rides every year. Several RI directors have also ridden, thus greatly increasing the ride's fundraising potential. Ernie served as the In Polio Now coordinator 2017 to 2020 for our Zone 26, and in this capacity was a strong advocate for the countdown to history when polio is finally eradicated worldwide. He encouraged clubs and districts to donate cash and DDF, district designated funds, to meet Rotary's goal of $50 million per year, and has spoken at multiple zone-wide training seminars, creating awareness of the worldwide polio picture and demonstrating the need to continue financial support to get the job done and cross the finish line in wiping out polio worldwide. Ernie continues to support all polio eradication efforts and he continues to ride, which is most fitting for a recipient of the Regional Service Award for a Polio-Free World. Ernie, congratulations, and thank you for all you do. And now, he wants to do one more thing.
Thank you so much, Ellie, for that wonderful introduction and for presenting the award. Thank you, President Jen, for providing time on the agenda. I'd also like to thank my mentor and good friend, past Governor Marge Cole, for submitting that nomination for me for this award. And I want to recognize Gary Hirsch, who is a previous recipient of this award. And I congratulate him as well. And I thank Sally for everything that she does to support me. And look, I will be riding again this year, and I will be making my $5,000 challenge match. So I encourage all of you to support that and get the match. And here is my first installment on my $5,000. It's a $100 check to the Rotary Foundation. Thank you, President Jen.
Wow. That is impressive, Andy. Wow. Who do we have up? Andy Sherman is doing a bluegrass presentation for Jamie Snyder.
It's my pleasure to introduce Jamie Snyder and to present her with her blue badge. She's here for 2 reasons. She has not been introduced to the club. During the past year, she's earned her blue badge. Jamie was born in Mission Viejo, California, grew up in Sierra Vista, Arizona, and attended Northern Arizona University. So we got 2 Jacks up here. Yeah. Her husband, Derek, is a captain in the U.S. Army and is currently stationed at Davis Monthan. Besides being a wife and a mother of 2 young boys, Jamie loves running, weightlifting, swimming, biking, hiking, camping, and making great cookies. Of particular interest, President Jim, Jamie completed a marathon, running from Summer Haven atop Mount Lemmon down to Tankerbury High School. That's 26.2 miles for all of us non-runners. In addition to all of that, Jamie has worked in the nonprofit field for the past 15 years and is currently the CEO of Tucson Metropolitan Ministries Family Services. Please give a hearty welcome to Jamie Snyder.
And I'm proud to be a part of this club and proud to be a member. And I really need to thank Andy. Andy has been such a kind mentor to me and really helped show me the ropes. And Rotary can be a little bit intimidating. Andy made that experience very accessible. So thank you, Andy. And thank you to all of you for having me. And I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. Right, Hugh Thompson is stepping up to the podium.
Good afternoon. I have a bunch of business card holders with the car show tickets in them out at the desk in front. If you have a business with walk-by people or know of somebody that does, pick one up. They can be refilled by you and for getting tickets here at the Rotary meeting or calling me, and I will make sure it's refilled. If any U of A graduates were members of fraternities or sororities, if you can get this in your sorority or fraternity house, some of the young kids may want to buy a ticket. And but but they leave in 2 weeks, so we got to move on that if we're going to make it. Thank you. Carry 10 of the cards with you at all times when you ever go into a restaurant, grocery store. The clerks love them. I find that they're really easy to get rid of with no trouble.
And Hugh, I'm assuming that card has our website on it, so people can pick up the card.
Buy the ticket, and there's a blank for you to put your name, first name, and last initial. And if you're using the card, if you could put an X.
So you can put your name on it.
And then we can tell what the cards did and what online did.
All right. And Glenn is stepping up to the microphone, our TCC representative.
Good afternoon. My name is Glenn Bransky. I'm the general manager here at the Tucson Convention Center. Welcome back. Good to see you all back. First of all, I think it's appropriate that they have this image up on the screen. Because when I first looked at it, I wondered if y'all instead of under or over for how many times Mark's name's been in there. And if we have, a piece of that action. As you know, and we appreciate putting up with our dust, there's some renovations going on here. Thank you to Rio Luego, $65 million. We're getting a great facelift, getting additional space to rent. But I want to kind of give you a quick update. I know that Flecky gave you a 50,000 foot view of that. And you're like, okay, how long is this dirt going to be here? Me personally, I can't wait to get over it because I get back to my regular job of booking the events, but it's all good. Just to let you know, on the east side of the building, the new garage is complete, open, and available. That is a 4-story garage, covered parking. You'll probably, if you choose this place, it'll be the most convenient garage for y'all, especially during the summertime. There's a couple of adjustments going on, but those of you that have done construction, what punch lists are like, they're ongoing. The big pile of dirt outside is the addition of 16,000 square feet of meeting room space that will be finished for Gem Shop February 1st, and we're looking forward to that. That will give us a great addition to what we can sell here at the TCC to bring out side events into it. The existing meeting rooms, the rooms that we kind of see you all in, on the far side, and we apologize for not being able to showcase those at this time. They've been a vaccine clinic since mid-January. That vaccine clinic is wrapping up here at the end of May. They are complete, and we'll punch list here and there, but basically complete. They're great rooms. It's amazing that they were designed in 1969 because one side of the wall is glass. And that's not coming back in fashion in meeting rooms. That has not been in fashion for 20 years. So it's a great view. It looks out towards the Expo Plaza, if you guys know what that is. And that is being redone. Fletcher talks about Expo being, this place being the Kennedy Center. I was like, oh, Fletcher, there he is, embellishing again. But truly, I sat out there the other day in dirt and looked at it, and I went, you know what, he's right. This is going to be one of the most photographed areas of Tucson when we're done and get it back to where it was. There's so much going on. But the Expo Plaza will be done by mid-September. Fountains working by October 1st. Just in time to start the symphony season, which the first symphony days are in September. The music hall, for any of you that know the opera, symphony, or hopefully one of my shows, that is being redone. It is now, if you went inside, there's no seats. All the seats are being replaced. New sound system, bathrooms are being redone. Again, that will be done by September 18th. So this is going very fast. And by basically February, everything will be complete. The last item that we're talking about is a garage behind the music hall, on the north side of Lot C. Primarily won't affect traffic for this event. That will probably finish up, probably mid-February, maybe mid-March, kind of, we would get through some hurdles with moving some utilities, which has been a kind of a challenge. So I appreciate it. I want to kind of give you an update saying this is not lasting forever. We're going to get through it, and it'll be fantastic. The one thing that will be continuing are upgrades in IT. We are trying to position this building to be one of the best IT buildings for its size. We have some major things going for us that once we're finished, we can bring out. But everything from digital signage to some fiber stuff and everything else is great. I just also want to rest assured, I'm usually pretty good at telling, excuse me, how busy this building is. Basically, the population of Tucson passes through these doors once a year. We do over 670 events a year. It is a very busy place. It's a big economic driver for the city of Tucson and the area. Now that being said, oh no, it's going to be too busy to get in and out here, right? If your events were Friday night, I'd say, yeah, probably in October, you might have a problem. You guys got a sweet spot being on Wednesday afternoon. It is our quiet time. So I think it's perfect. It's a good way to get into downtown, get out of downtown, without too much hassles. I consider this downtown rather small compared to where I lived in Dallas for 12 years, so it's hard to compare the two. This is like 1/10 the size of downtown Dallas. I appreciate it. I'll be happy to answer any questions afterwards.
Hey, Glenn. Mark Irvin said that you started growing that goatee right at the start of COVID, and you were committed to it until things got back to normal.
Yeah, my corporation doesn't know this. I've grown it this long. My camera doesn't work during our corporate meetings. Last April, I laid off 300 people. At that time, I said, you know what, I'm going to grow my goatee. When they're back in a couple of months and we're doing events in July, I'll shave it then. All right? Well, I didn't realize it was going to be July 21. And so I'm keeping it until we're back in business. I think it's coming off June 5th. So, I'm not blowing rubber to look at this Grateful Dead-ish.
I'm going to talk about minimum radio, you guys. If you haven't picked up your car show tickets, please pick them up from Roger and Ginny at the back of the room there. And if you have them, please don't leave them on the table. Take them home, sell them. Sell them. Thank you to all virtual guests who were tuned in to the meeting today. Thank you all who came in person. We appreciate you enjoying our remarkable Rotary Club. If you'd like to donate to our scholarship cups, please do so as you pass the registration table and return your name tags. Happy birthday, Kim. Joe ditched us. That Bernie. All right, next week's meeting is back at Hacienda del Sol. Our speaker is Juan Ciscomani. He is with Doug Ducey's office. And that's all. A toast. Today I'm going to start with a quote from my favorite book that I read with my kids. It's the book Wonder, written by R.J. Palacio. It is not enough to be kind. One should be kinder. So to keep it simple, here's to being kinder. Thanks for sticking around for Bob's time.
How's things going? president-elect, past president. Congratulations. Which surprised me, but I don't know. So that's, we need advice. I'll find out and I'll let you know. Hi, Tim. Good to see you, man.
Stevie called me. Have you talked to him?
What?
Have you talked to